I was given that 1996 Acura SLX, which is an Isuzu Trooper. It's got 160,000 miles on it, and it belonged to a man who is dying and can't drive it anymore. It's been sitting for almost 2 years and is in fairly bad shape. And I just wanted to maybe show how I clean up an old car like that, if I think it's worth keeping and driving, which in this case I do. So I like to take the door panels apart. I like to take the front seats and carpet out. And this particular guy was a smoker, unfortunately. But even non-smoking cars can get really nasty. So I like taking these things apart, washing them and cleaning them. In this case, I'm primarily worried about the smell of the smoke for my family. So the door panels come off. Honestly, if you've taken a door panel off before, most door panels are very similar. You got a couple screws by the handle, another one by the grab handle, maybe one right there, and then there's clips around the outside, and then it lifts off. You can have these door panels off in 5 minutes. The Japanese stuff, they don't typically hide the fasteners like the Germans do, so it's really easy to get to the fasteners. This was all 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and Phillips. In this case, the driver's side carpet comes out, and the passenger side carpet comes out as a single piece each, or an individual piece, I should say. And I pressure washed the seats this morning with my son. So this car is almost 30 years old, and it's been well taken care of. Aside from the fact that he smoked, he took care of it, has been my impression. And so I pressure washed these with the green tip on a pressure washer, and then you just let them to sit outside and bake, get dry. Here's the center console pieces. And I've done this on several cars before. This is not my first time. So honestly, like it probably only took me 35-40 minutes to get the car to this condition, getting everything out. You basically need a 14 millimeter for the seats, a Phillips, an 8 mil, a 10 mil, and a couple trim tools. Of course, you may have seen in another video my favorite trim tool. This thing is incredible. You can find them on Amazon. Type in aviation sheet metal skin tool, you'll find it. But I'm not going to take the dash out. I have a friend crazier than me who did on his car. And I am going to take the headliner out because he smoked and there's a bunch of stuff in there. But I'll do that on a different day. This one's kind of a pain because of these huge panels in the back. So I might just live with it for a while and see how it goes. And I will take the rear seats out. I probably won't take the rear carpet out just because this car has an engine and transmission problem. And I don't know how detrimental they will be. I don't want to put too much effort into it before I really know it's going to last me for years and not just months. But even just to drive and live with the thing, I think it's worth going to this extent. So yeah, I like using just plain water instead of chemicals. Obviously it's cheaper and it's very effective. I did this to my 2002 Tacoma over there 9 years ago. Everything came out, carpet, headliner, seats, everything. And I pressure washed it like crazy. I used the yellow tip in that case, and I messed up the carpet just a little bit. In this case, I'm using the green tip, and really, you won't hurt it. And obviously, water and electronics don't mix that well. But if even like the seats, they have a sensor in the seat to let you know you're buckled, and you can get that wet. And as long as it sits in the sun and dries quickly, you'll be fine. I've done that many times. So yeah, any of the Japanese cars, any of the American cars, this stuff's pretty easy. The Germans like to hide fasteners. They think it's unprofessional to see a Phillips fastener or a Torx fastener, and so they're often hidden under little covers that are hard to get to and break and things like that. So it's a little more intimidating. But honestly, if you have a 30-year-old car, why not practice a little bit? Because it's not like it's a brand new Lamborghini. It's an old car, and if you break a clip or a panel, it's not that big of a deal. So anyway, kind of a chaotic situation this morning. But I just thought before I put it all back together, it might be worth showing and inspiring somebody. So hope you like that. Take care. If not, go watch a different video on YouTube and give me a thumbs down so I know. Thanks.